What it do, what it do, what it do, what's going on, everybody? It is your boy Daga, and welcome to another Eagles Unleashed podcast, episode 66, with your boy Quaddy the Great as well. How you doing, bro?
Man, I'm doing good, man. I'm doing good. Hey, football is back, bro. Hey, we back at it again. Year two. Let's
You
go.
already know. You already know. We're back, man. Like we never left.
Yes, sir.
But yo,
Yes, sir.
look, man. It's been 4 days of training camp already, man. And a lot has been going on. And by the way, guys, we are gonna have a special guest today as well. Coach Cowboy, he's gonna be coming in a little bit later today. But before we talk to him, let's go over this training camp so far, man. What with everything that's been going on. Okay. Now, the first thing that I want to ask you as well, bro, is how do you feel about Jalen Hurts, man? Because like so far in camp, and we all know it's like, oh, it's just camp and all that. We all know that. However, he's being impressive, man. So how are you feeling about Jalen Hurts so far throughout camp, bro?
Oh, I'm feeling very, very high on Jalen Hurts. Because last season training camp, he was turning the ball over a lot. That we was hyping up the defense and all that, and they ended up being trash. But it's good to see him taking that next step. Being that we have a lot to come back from, off the season that we had. So I'm looking forward to seeing Jalen Hurts, man. He's looking sharp, he's looking poised in the pocket. And it was said today also the defense had a good day, but overall Jalen Hurts was still making plays out of the pocket on the run. So I'm happy to see that he's taking that next step. I'm just hoping that it translates into the regular season.
Yeah, same here as well, bro. And the thing is, like last year, the play calling was like very predictable, man. And I think one of the reason why he's doing a lot better just throughout training camp, at least so far, is play calling as well. On all the motion and all that, is giving even our defense something different than what they saw from last year as well. You know what I'm saying? And I think it's just showing what Jalen Hurts can actually do. Because remember, whenever we had on Shane Steichen 2 years ago, he took us to the Super Bowl. You know what I'm saying? And Jalen Hurts, and he came second on MVP talks. So I think he's gonna perish on with this offense, with Kellen Moore offense as well. I was a little iffy about Kellen Moore whenever he was coming in, but so far it's been so good, man. So far so good. And how do you think on Kellen Moore and this offense, including all the motions that he's gonna be bringing to this offense? How do you think that's gonna help this offense itself, bro?
I think it's going to help us out a lot, man, because like you said with yourself, you said that our play calling was super stale, man. There was no creativity. We didn't use Swift the way we should have used him throughout the season, and also we didn't use Dallas Goedert in the middle of the field. So I just feel like with Kellen Moore's system, I feel like he's going to mastermind this offense and also utilize all the players in the right positions, bro, and put us in successful positions to win, bro. Like we gonna really see like how that Dallas offense was. A lot of Cowboy fans like to criticize Kellen Moore for his offense, but bro, he actually got Dak Prescott paid. Like
That's a fact.
him being on in Dak being in his system, they had the best offense for like 2 years in a row under Kellen Moore. So, it's different in the playoffs, but at the same time, man, you can't. That's nothing to just shy away of. Like it shows for itself. So I feel like our roster is way better than that Cowboys roster that he had. So man, it's the only way is up from here, bro. So I feel like if we do get on the rocky start, I mean that could happen, but at the same time, like how Jalen Hurts is looking, man, look, I feel like we got us one, man. It just only thing we killing more, we just got to see it in the playoffs, and I feel like Jalen Hurts is the perfect quarterback to show and prove why he can play in any system just about. So I'm happy for what we got.
Facts. Me too, man. Me too. Now, do you think actually Kellen Moore is gonna not completely change his ways? Because we know whenever he was with Dallas Cowboys, he liked to throw the ball a lot. Now, do you think he's gonna change a little bit of his way, especially having Barkley on the backfield?
I think he has to because it was said that he wanted Saquon Barkley, and
Hmm.
I feel like Jalen Hurts is the perfect quarterback to Kellen Moore, regardless of
Yep.
what scheme we're running in the playoffs, because he's been over the hump, and he's more poised than Dak. I granted, Dak is, if you want to say he's a better thrower of the ball, that's cool. But when it comes down in tight situations, I feel like Jalen Hurts can handle that way better than Dak Prescott can. So that's why I don't feel like it's a big issue, just as long as it's not nothing stupid. Because if you really look at the last playoff games from Kellen Moore under Dallas, I mean, it was simple throws. It just is either Dak Prescott overthrew it or the wide receiver dropped the pass and then went into the opponent's hands. So
Yeah.
I mean, it ain't really. I mean, you can't just blame all that on Kellen Moore. That's my whole thing. Because at the end of the day, the players got to get on the field. So I feel like he's going. I feel like he's going to still have his own implement a style of offense, but I think it's going to be perfected more with the play makers that we got, and I feel like they're going to listen to what Jalen Hurts want because we just went through that a season ago. So I ain't really. I'm just excited to see what's gonna happen. So
Facts. And look, man, I think Kellen Moore was let's just say this, because whenever they draft Dak, the Cowboys draft Dak, Kellen Moore was there, but it was Jason Garrett that was calling the plays, and then they shipped him out, all right, and then it was Kellen Moore. Now Kellen Moore got shipped out, Now it's Mike McCarthy, you know what I'm saying? And let's be honest, man, the past two playoff games, I'm not saying it was all on Dak, but a lot of it was on deck, especially that Green Bay Packers game. Like a lot of them playing like blaming the defense and all that. Like, yeah, they didn't play their part, but Dak gave them 14 points on the first half as well. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
So on without that 14 points, they're only losing 14 or 7. So that's by one touchdown right there. You know what I'm saying? And one of them was a pick six. The other one he threw an interception on the end zone. You know, so I think the common denominator right there is really Dak. Now you have three head coaches or three coaches or three play calls right there, and you're still getting the same results. You know what I'm saying? So like I think with Kellen Moore like on this offense, especially since this is the best offense Kellen Moore have had as a play caller. I think he's gonna excel, man. I really think he's gonna excel. I'm hoping he's gonna excel.
yeah, I definitely agree with you, man. It has to excel to exceed because this Super Bowl window is open, and we
Mhm.
got everything we need on offense, man. It's still a question mark at the defensive side, even though we added a lot of stuff to it, but at the end of the day, we really don't know what we're about to get in this defense. So that's really my biggest question is the defense. So
Yeah, same here too. Now, it's just since we were talking about the defense now, like, how did you feel about the press conference from James Bradbury? He pretty much said that like he took ownership of how bad he played last year, and he did say as well that he was the one that chose to move to safety, and because he wanted to be an asset to this team, So, what do you think about his press conference, bro?
I think he was just being accountable, just realizing, the situation for what it is. He wasn't being delusional about it. He knew that he, came off a bad year. And like he said in the press conference, he said that once he saw them get more corner talent, he knew that his job would be up for risk. But I just take it as him being classy, and just being respecting the situation for what it is. He ain't trying to have nothing handed to him, and he know what the situation is. So shout out to James Bradbury for that, man. Just knowing the truth and not being delusional about it, bro. Because everybody know that even himself, he said it. He knew he had a bad season. That's not the James Bradbury we accustomed to seeing. So I just think it was there was well much needed to be said. Like there was no realer than you can get by being that
Yeah.
honest in the press conference.
Hell yeah, bro. Like I look, man, that was a class act from him. You know what I'm saying? You don't have that many, on players, especially like on it's like let's give an example. Slay last year, even though the team was playing bad, Slay was playing bad too, but to him he was playing good and he was like, oh yeah, even though the defense was playing bad, but I wasn't playing bad, I was playing good. Look at my numbers and all that. Like, bro, if the team is playing bad, you're playing bad. Simple as that. And that's what I think right now James Bradbury did, man. He took accountability for his bad plays. You know what I'm saying? And there is not many leaders like that, and many players that will do that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I definitely agree. Definitely agree. Slate definitely gotta be a better leader this season and stop, stop complaining, bro. And just put your lace your boots up and man and play. Just be the leader. Give it your best. If this gonna be your last season, man, and man, just go from there. Like
Facts,
we don't
facts,
need all the talking and excuses.
facts. Let me bring Kozu on my back right now. Let me bring him in real quick.
What's up, man?
What's going on, Coach?
What's
What's up?
good? What's good? Give me one moment. Let me
Oh, you good, bro.
make some adjustments. Y'all continue. I'm gonna get my channel added on right quick.
All right,
Oh, you
okay.
good. No, we're just talking about like James Bradbury and his press conference on, right now on, taking accountability of how bad he played on last season and all that.
Yeah,
Oh yeah. He was definitely one of the odd ones out, but
yeah, for sure, man. But how are you feeling about Smitty? The way he's looking, man. Like, he's been looking pretty good in the training camp as well. Like, he's not dropping anything. AJ Brown is looking magnificent as well. How do you feel about those two guys?
Look, look, man, I'm not gonna lie, bro. Like they're A1, A2, bro. They're wide receiver 1 and 2, wide receiver 1A and 1B. You know what I'm saying? Like they're dominating, but this is not nothing new, bro. The same thing happened last year as well. You know what I'm saying? During training camp. They outshot throughout training camp, throughout the season, and all that. So I'm not like worried about whatsoever about them. I'm just actually more excited to see what else they can bring to this Eagles offense as well. Especially since the beginning of the season as well.
Yeah,
Now, Coles, let me ask you this, Coles. Because and we just saw today that your defensive end Sam Williams went down, with a knee injury, and
it's
hope
tough.
for a speedy recovery for you.
right
But how, like, do you have any update on that? Like,
right now, there's no update on how bad the injury is or how long he'll be out. It sucks, but hey, next man up. I have big high hopes for Nealon, one of our defensive ends we actually drafted. I'm ready to see him go out there and make some noise. It sucks for our guy, man. Like this was the year he was supposed to like kind of have his breakout year. So hopefully
yeah.
he come out there, hopefully it won't be a season, or hopefully he'll be able to go out there and make some noise, man, because we've been having bad luck with second round picks, man. And he was one of our second round picks.
Uh,
And, you know, yeah, this was his year, especially being underneath a new defensive coordinator. He had a lot to prove. So hopefully it ain't bad, but hey, I'm looking forward to seeing what the other guy can
What pick did you guys get Nealon at?
do. Shoot, unfortunately, we got Nealon in the second round.
Oh, you in the second round?
Yeah, we got him in the second round.
Oh shit.
yeah, so I wanted to kind of ask you about Dak Prescott. I was watching I think one of his last interviews, and from what I got from it, it was seeming like he was like it's up in the air, like he don't know if he gonna re-sign with y'all, or he was like basically saying, don't be surprised if I leave as well. So what are your takes on him staying in Dallas? Like, do you think that he's gonna re-sign with you guys, or do you think he's gonna bounce after this season?
Well, it's really the context of the interview. If you gotta listen to the whole thing, man. You can't just go for the clip that the media will put out there. That's their job, to keep you guessing or get you thinking one thing and it's not the other. Now, his comments was basically like this. And he just said it like this: "Hey, I want to stay in Dallas. But it's a lot of great quarterbacks that went to other teams. So if I have to go, then if it don't get done, then I'm cool with that. That's basically what he's saying. I'm just cool with it. But he wants to stay in Dallas. So does CD, so does Micah. All three want to stay in Dallas. And actually, yesterday they had a report that Stephen Jones presented them with some offers. I don't know if the offers was accepted or something that they agreed on. It's just signs that things are getting closer. That's how I feel. At least they're trying to get things done. They could be trying to agree on the terms. CeeDee Lamb per se, that's what they're trying to agree on. They know where the number's going to be at. They just need to. He don't want to be stuck on a long term deal. He wants kind of a shorter deal so he can come back and renegotiate his contract. That's what Justin Jefferson did. That's what a lot of these guys do. When they're doing the 4 years and they want to come back and get another bite of the apple. Cowboys kind of want to try to do. Maybe we can do a 5 year. Maybe we can stretch it out more. He don't want that, so that's what they're trying to get the numbers right on. But as far as Dak and CD, my opinion, I believe that both of them will get done this year before the season starts. And then with Micah, he will be able to get paid next year. He's just eligible for his first contract now. He's still in his rookie contract, so we not required to pay him. He's still underneath the Cowboys' rights. If he want to leave, then we could trade him. You know what I'm saying? But he don't want to leave. He said he don't want to leave. He said he want to stay in Dallas. That's what he's saying out of his own mouth. So just got to go ahead and just see how things turn out. But I believe that Dak and CD will get paid this year.
Now, where do you think, where would you put your priority at Dak or at CD?
It really wouldn't matter because with Dak and CD, both of them are cap relief. So if we sign either one, it's going to relieve our cap space. We'll be able to pay both. It's not like, we got to pay Dak, and it might leave some money off from CD. It ain't like that. Now, if we was to sign Micah, that would hurt our cap. That's why I said we got to pay. It makes sense to pay him next year because next year he'll be a cap relief. This year he'll hurt our cap. That's how and it's funny how media outlets will go ahead and misguide that information. A lot of people that really don't understand or don't understand what the team is doing, they'll take it and run with it. But Micah, he at camp now. You know what I'm saying? He ain't really sure. He ain't said nothing about his contract because he know he gonna get more money next year. He's like, shoot, the money only gonna go up. So if y'all want to pay me next year, wait. I'm down for it. Shoot, let the money go up. That's only good for me. You know what I'm saying? So right now it's just with Dak and CD. It's either one. Either one is cool with me. I don't care if CD. I think CD might get paid first, though. To be honest with you, I think he is closer. Yeah, he is a lot closer than that.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking of for sure. For sure, you gotta lock in your number one wide receiver because coming behind him, y'all got Cooks, and then I don't know who else y'all got after Cooks.
We got some good guys. Now we got, but we need CD. He our lead dog. It's gonna be hard without him, but we got some good guys. We got Brandon Cooks. He comes to the clutch sometimes. I'm keeping my eye on Jalen Tolbert. He's emerging a lot. And I love what, I'm saying, I'm seeing from him. We got another guy, Tyron Billy Johnson. It's funny, you know what I'm saying? He sounds like one of those Cowboy legend names, Tyron Billy Johnson. He's been cooking in camp, man. He's everywhere. That's what the media outlet been saying, so I hope he's not one of those training camp warriors and he's out there producing on the field during, whenever the season come up because his name been getting called a lot since CD's been gone.
Yeah, you better hope he not know Jalen Rager because that's how Jalen Rager.
Hey, that's what I'm saying.
That boy catching one-handed passes on two defenders in the end zone. That man was showing out, boy. But
you know what I'm saying? We always got them training camp warriors, and I hope he's not. Yeah, I hope he's can move it on to the field too. On a regular season.
Yeah, but I got another question for you too. So let's say y'all do let's say y'all do let Dak just bounce. Do y'all keep Mike McCarthy, or do y'all let him?
He's on his last leg now. I don't know.
You think he's going to?
he on his last leg now. So I mean, if they don't show out and do more than they did, the past ever since he's been here, I mean, it's a good possibility that he's going to go. And I don't know who will be the coach. You know what I'm saying? To be honest with you, I would hope it won't be like they fire him and then they'll go ahead and have Mike Zimmer. Like that's something Cowboys would do. They'll go ahead and get another old head, somebody they can control in the office. So I don't know, man. Like Mike McCarthy right now is real bad for him. Like, they gotta at least make it. They gotta do something. I don't know.
NFC
At least
championship.
win. At least
Y'all
win.
gotta get to the championship at least once, bro.
Yeah, I mean,
12-5,
there's a lot of teams
12-5,
out there. It's a
12-5.
lot of, huh?
Gotta at least get there. At least smell the field. But yeah,
Hey,
man. Yeah, go ahead.
you have a front office that's not trying to better the team. It's kind of hard to do that.
Yeah.
Kind of hard. They try to make these excuses. We got all these guys to pay, but we see other teams do it. We see y'all team do it. Y'all was able to extend y'all quarterback last year, and then this year y'all was able to extend both wide receivers. AJ Brown got another bite of the apple. Devontae Smith got extended. Y'all extended one of y'all offensive linemen.
Jordan
Like,
Mailata.
yeah.
And Dickerson. I think we paid both of them again.
Yeah, y'all pay both offensive linemen.
We also play Lennon Dickinson and Malata as well. But this is the thing, Cole. This is the thing, man. Because y'all are cheap, man. You know what I'm saying?
We are.
Look, Jerry Jones cheap as hell. Look, and Jeffrey Lurie, he's not, man. He's playing like especially Jalen Hurts contract and AJ Brown contract. I don't know about Smitty, but I'm pretty sure it was Smitty too. They give a lot of the money up front as well. You know what I'm saying? So where it's not gonna really, affect much of the cap. You know what I'm saying? So and you guys like Jerry Jones doesn't like doing that.
It's mostly his son. His son is taking over most of that. Jerry is just there. He's just talking, and you got to know who to listen to. It's either Jerry or his son. Jerry would say what y'all want to hear, the opposing fans. Steven is gonna keep it real. He rarely really lies about things like Jerry does. He kind of just say, hey, this is what we're doing. It may not be what we want to hear, but most of the time he's been telling the truth. Jerry just want to, be in the spotlight, say crazy stuff, have people talk about it the next day. That's just what he do. So whenever I hear sound bites from Jerry, I kind of like overlook it because what he's saying 9 times out of 10 really not true. And then when I hear Steven, I'll be like, okay, that makes sense.
I gotcha.
It's a clown show over here, man. That's what we do.
Let me ask you this. Any standout on camp right now from you guys, man? Because, hey, let me tell you something, bro. Jalen Hurts, even though we all know it's just training camp and all that, yeah. However, Jalen Hurts, he's balling now in training camp the past 40 days. You know what I'm saying? Throwing bombs left and right, to AJ, Smitty. Even today, he threw one to Campbell as well, which is our third wide receiver.
Yeah.
Would most likely be our third wide receiver, So any standout for you guys on camp right now so far?
Dak been doing this about the same. He has threw interceptions, but that's not a concern for me because that's the defense doing their job. It's something that I like to see, especially from Deron Bland. A lot of people thinking, oh, he might be a fluke. He ain't showing that in camp. He out there balling, stepping up. We got a new guy, Carson Keelan, that we drafted in the 5th round again, just like Deron Bland. He's coming out there looking Deron Blandish. Like he's carrying that same trait. So look out for that guy. He's going. I can see him bouncing up and getting some takeaways too. But Trey Lance is definitely somebody that I keep my own because they definitely want to see what he's going to do. They're going to give him a lot of reps, and he hasn't been looking good at camp at all. He's been relying on his legs more than his arm. We don't do that out here. You know what I'm saying? You got to throw the football. He's been throwing a lot of picks. He hasn't been looking good at all. We actually brought in another quarterback from the Bengals practice squad to compete. Like right now, Trey Lance is not even looking like the number 2 quarterback. He's still 3rd.
That's that's
I,
crazy. That's
Yeah,
crazy. But
yeah.
I called it. I said, I promise you, bro. Go look back on Laura Brunson streams a couple of years back. I said he was gonna be. I said he was a bust when he came out the draft. I said
We gave up a fourth round pick for that guy, and that's what makes me mad. Because I'm like, I need to see you looking good so we can trade you. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. Because the main reason we got this guy
got Kev in the
is
building.
because Jerry want to be all let me
Okay,
give back some competition. What's up, man? And it just don't work that way. It's crazy. So yeah, right now we looking stupid. We got this guy. We gave up a fourth round pick, and he ain't even look. He not even a quarterback too. He can't
yeah.
outplay Cooper Rush.
that's
Hey,
crazy, man.
Kev, it might happen. It might happen. Shit, if CPO
What?
gets signed, book it.
Now y'all already got one of my guys. Y'all already got one. Y'all got Will Greer out there with y'all.
Yep.
Yep.
He's
Yeah,
solid.
I want to touch on this. I want to touch on y'all running back room, man. How you feeling about this running back room y'all got? Because I know y'all got the old head Zeke, but other than Zeke, I
Man,
don't know who y'all got.
the running back room terrible, man. We really don't got anybody, man. We got Zeke. Deuce Bun ain't it, man. Like
You don't think he
he
is?
ain't
Oh
it,
yeah, I
man.
forgot. This
He
I
ain't
thought
this
I
it.
guy
heard
from Kansas State, right?
Yeah, I didn't drink the Kool-Aid on him. I really didn't. I like the story. But I was like, nah, man, this dude ain't really showing me nothing in camp, and he ain't showing nothing on the film. They've been trying to give him opportunities with the ball. He tipping the pass and getting intercepted. He ain't gaining no yards in the running game. He not doing nothing that has me saying, hey, we good in the running back room. We got Zeke. Rico Dowdle, he's good, but he's very injury prone. He gets injured a lot. He's a very tough runner, but he ain't nobody to be afraid of. We got a fullback in Hunter Lipke. I need to see more from him. I'm still mad at him when we played the Dolphins and he fumbled in the end zone. That pissed me off because we could have won the game. So I'm just so hopefully he bounced back year two, but our running back room is terrible. Like we ain't got nobody. We ain't got nobody. I'm sorry,
Like,
Zeke. I hope Zeke would do good, but I just don't see it. I don't see it. He needs help, and the fact that we don't have that help to go along that 1-2 punch, I ain't really feeling that.
yeah,
And that's what we need.
yeah,
That's what we need.
yeah. Since we talking about this offense, I seen a couple of Cowboy fans on Twitter, man. They was talking about Tyler Guyton. They was saying he ain't it right now. Like, so what's the issue with him? Like, what's going on?
You know what? I think I know why you say that. So in the beginning of the camp, Guyton wasn't in the first lineup. They had our guy Tumi Dogan. Tumi Dogan. And we didn't want to see him on that side of the ball. That's that's the left. That's that blind side left tackle. Um, Guyton actually got on first team reps today, and he's been balling out. He's been balling out to the fact that he had Micah in a chokehold, completely owning Michael Parsons on that side of the ball. So I like to hear that's something that actually just came out. Oh yeah, he was yesterday too. But I'm talking about what today. He was on that lineup, and that's what they said about him today. Appreciate it, Keith. Yeah, they said like he basically had that dude in check. So I like to see that. And he a rookie. That's one thing as fans that we gotta remember. Sometimes you gotta give these guys going. There's gonna be plenty of times when Tyler got to get his ass whipped. And I'm just gonna have to accept that and say, hey, let's see how he bounced back from this. You know, they
Yeah,
rookie.
he is rookie though.
We gotta give him time. They're not all stars every day. So
You
yeah,
gotta
you
think.
can't skip that. Sometimes you gotta.
Yo, Cole, let me ask you this, man, because for I think it was like what the past 2-3 years, you guys uh had what is the defensive coordinator that went to the Washington. What is his name again?
Hey,
Dan
Quinn.
Quinn. Dan Quinn. Now you have Zimmerman.
Yeah.
Now how confident are you on Zimmerman? You know, and what he brings to the this Cowboys defense, bro.
I actually like to change the scenery because after that Green Bay game, I was done with Dan Quinn. Man, I feel like he kind of betrayed us. I feel like he didn't put off having, I feel like he changed the whole. I think he was just over. That's just how I felt. How you go from being one of the most dominant defenses to getting destroyed by the Packers? You know what I'm saying? Like, come on now. It wasn't just us stopping the run. It was wide open receivers. So we done
Yeah,
from
yeah,
playing
yeah,
man
I
to
agree.
zone. We played man the whole season, and we playing zone in the playoffs. Like, what did they do there? You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, and then it was a lot of traits with Dan Quinn. I think that he kind of just his time. It was just time for him to go. He didn't adjust to certain things, especially when we played coaches from the Shanahan tree. They figure us out with their running game. You don't know how to stop the run. Now, give it. We didn't have linebackers. My front office didn't do. They'd be good. But with Zimmer, I feel like Zimmer will bring a new culture to our defense. I feel like the players, they're too buddy with Dan Quinn. Dan Quinn up in the skybox ceiling. When we struggling, you need to be on the field with these players trying to see what's going on. You know what I'm saying? So Zimmer, the type of guy, he's gonna be down there. He gonna hold players accountable. And we need that, especially with Mike. Maybe somebody needs. But Zimmer, the type, he'll cuss you out. You know what I'm saying? I'll open your face, get you right. You know what I'm saying? Dan Quinn will be like, "Hey, buddy, come here. It's gonna be all right, man. We need change of it. I like the things I'm seeing. Plus, him and Michael Parsons and Trayvon Diggs, they all been building a professional relationship, going over plays, having breakfast together, building that bond together. So I like to see that.
Yeah, I think y'all should have. Honestly, you know who I think y'all should have gave defensive head coach too. Y'all should have gave it to the DB coach, man. Because
Well, they made him
he would you
assistant
say?
head coach. They made him assistant head coach.
Oh, well, I mean, he should have been in charge. To me, I think he should have been the head honcho. What he did with the
Yeah, yeah.
run
Al
blame,
Harris,
man.
Al Harris is awesome.
Yeah,
And
you can't do
Washington
nothing
tried
with.
to get him, man. Washington tried to get him too. So I'm glad he stayed. Man. We had to block him.
Yeah, but yeah, I feel like what he did with the was able to turn the run blame into, man. I feel like he should have got the head coaching job.
Yeah.
He had on DBs looking right. I can't respect that though, for sure.
Yeah, yo, he got things. We still got him right now. That's why I'm glad we still got him. Like a lot of people think that our defense gonna pivot back a little bit because we lost Dan Quinn. But I'm like, shoot, out here, he was that guy that had those DBs ready. So with us keeping him, we still got that trait in our defense to take the ball away. We just adding a little bit more with Zimmer and his system with his scheme with we don't have a defensive tackle that he uses normally. So but we got the linebackers. Linebackers really pretty solid. I like to see that.
Yeah. So
Now,
who go ahead, dog. Go ahead.
now I was gonna ask you on so on Diggs, how you feel like is he back already on is he already training or is he still on recovering?
Yeah, he's still on the pup list, so he's close to getting back out there. He look. They say that he's looking very, very good. They just wanted to make sure everything's good. He just came off that ACL, but they say that he should be ready to go probably by next week. We're gonna be in pads on Tuesday, so yeah, we're gonna be close to getting out there. He's gonna be out there. He's gonna be ready. It's a good thing that it happened early in the season,
What
versus
happened?
The injury. He's talking about the injury, dog.
Oh, okay.
yeah.
What were you gonna say before, Cody?
Oh, I was gonna say to Cole. I was gonna say, with all that being said, man, where do you feel like what is a good season for the Cowboys this year? Like, where do you feel like they will accomplish this year? Like, what is it? What would be a good season for you? Like dealing with based off of what y'all did in the off season because y'all pretty much didn't do nothing.
Really nothing,
Haven't
man.
signed y'all main guys yet, so
Yeah.
being realistic, what are you expecting for your team this year?
Oh yeah, I've been keeping it a buck all season. I see us at least. I ceiling at least 11 wins. That's my ceiling. It's 11 wins. Um, we're not gonna do nothing in the playoffs. We ain't gonna do nothing in the playoffs. It's gonna be the same result. I can't say that we're gonna have a bad regular season because I have seen for the past 3 years 12-5, from the team, and we still got our main guys on the team. Like the guys that left were guys that were easily replaceable. A lot of rotation guys. It wasn't like the end all be all. Like that's why I'm like, okay, I feel like we still got it. But the fact that we didn't do nothing to get better, I can't say that we're gonna be a dominant playoff team this year. I just don't see it. We don't have a running game, and we don't have defense. We don't have defensive line. Last year we had the same problem. We didn't have a running game. We didn't have linebackers. You know what I'm saying? So it's
Yeah.
like we like okay, we want to do better, but why you not plugging in the holes that we have and get better? Like how y'all guys. At least y'all can replace guys and keep things rolling. Y'all problem is y'all just don't have the coaches.
Yep.
I feel like we're gonna be a lot better in this year.
Y'all just don't have the
But
coaches. If y'all
last year,
had
that was the issue, for sure.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the
but
same way too, man. Like the only thing that we were missing last year, it was the coaching, and like even now, I still don't believe we have the right head coach. I believe we have the right offensive and defensive coordinator. Because let's be real, the Eagles be using the same the same scheme and the same plan, which is Big Banjo's
Yeah.
scheme. For the past 4 or 5 years. You know what I'm saying? So on having him on the building, I think that was the right call if we're gonna use his scheme. You know what I'm saying? Now with Kellen Moore, look, man, we were dead last in motion last year. Dead last, like by
bruh,
10% compared to the second to last. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So team was
we
just
were the middle
vertical,
school.
downfield, go balls. That was pretty much it last year. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know,
Nothing but the middle. And barely used Swift. Barely. Talking about barely
like
used him. We
how
was
you
a
have
pretty
a
game
1,000 yard running back and on a like I'll say about 90% of the games last year, they like the whole second quarter, they would have take Swift out and would have put Gainwell and he wouldn't bring him back at all into the third
Yeah.
quarter.
Oh,
So I just believe like I don't believe in Nick Sirianni whatsoever. He just gotta stay away as far as possible from play calling, game planning, or whatever has to do with the offense that is related of game planning. He gotta stay away from it.
Yeah.
I'm all in on Kellen Moore because that's the only thing that I gotta hold my head to. You know what I'm saying? Because let's be honest, if Kellen Moore sucks, they're both gone. And
Yeah.
like Wesley said,
I think they're gonna put. I think Kellen is gonna be the scapegoat, especially with Sirianni saying that he gonna rely
no,
everything
no,
on Kellen.
no, no.
now
Cole,
this year,
no.
bro.
I'm telling you,
Kellen
I'm telling you, Cole, no. He has no. Mm-mm, no.
Now
Mm-mm.
this year.
No. It's
I'm
no
gonna be honest.
justifying. It's no justifying me. I'm not making that. He would not be the scapegoat. I'm telling you, he would not be the scapegoat. I'm telling you. It's
So,
Nah,
so,
already
yeah,
it's
so
already
look,
set
Sirianni
it,
on
in
the hot
our
seat.
mindset, bro. What we
He on the hot
witnessed
seat.
last year, bro, I'm telling you,
Yeah.
he would not be a scapegoat.
I'm
He's on
sorry,
the
man.
hot seat.
I mean, y'all know how I feel about Kellen Moore. I would say this. I would say this for Kellen. I just want to know if he matured when it comes to his play calling because he has a trait of not adjusting. He's very not headed whenever over his own scheme. Like sometimes he get too like wrapped up. Like he said this himself. Whenever he calling plays, he visualized him playing the quarterback position. And whenever he lights up the scoreboards, that's what he want to do. You know what I'm saying? When he calls plays, sometimes he like to be a little bit too pass happy. He got a team right now with AJ Brown, Devontae Smith, Dallas Goddard, and now Saquon Barkley.
I look,
He,
look.
he, he
I
gonna
will
go,
agree with
he
you
gonna
on that.
pass hell out that ball,
Let,
man.
let me say this right quick. Let me say this right quick. This is my only thing when it comes to Jalen Hurts and Dak Prescott. Like, if y'all want to say he's a better passer, I'm cool with that. If y'all want to say he's the better regular season quarterback, I'm cool with that. But my thing is, I feel like Jalen Hurts has something over Dak that Dak doesn't have over Hurts. Like in those moments, yes, Hurts turned the ball over a lot last season, but I seen it with my own eyes. Hurts is more poised than him when it matters the most, especially in the playoffs. And so,
Yeah, Hurts had
what
a
I'm
great
saying,
2022 season.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. But I'm saying like
Yeah,
under
but he
pressure
went
though,
further than
we can,
Dak, and we can't take that away from
yeah,
him.
that's what I'm saying.
We
That's what I'm
can't.
saying.
You
That's
know
the
what
only
I'm
thing
saying?
I keep it a buck. That's the only thing he got over Dak. But my thing is, I feel like we just Kellen Moore just saw what we went through in the pass heavy offense, but we didn't have none of the stuff that he runs, bro. Like we didn't like I'm like, bro, it was so bad, Cole, like to where I was calling out our plays. Like I knew what, like we was sitting here per calling like we going on
We
the
did
ball.
that with Kellen when he was with the Cowboys.
Yeah,
We
but
knew
my
what he was gonna do. And other teams, let me tell you, y'all got Devin White on y'all team, right?
Yep.
Devin White, he a linebacker on your team. When we played the Buccaneers week 1, when they was in Dallas, you want to know what Devin White said about Kellen Moore?
what you say?
What do you
We
say?
knew exactly what they was gonna do. They did the same thing last year, so we already knew. We thought that they would have changed it up. That's exactly what he said about Kellen. You know what I'm saying? So that's what Kellen needs to know how to adjust. So that's the only thing I'm saying. Hopefully he knows how to adjust now. Because I'm telling you now, and I know how y'all fans is out there in Philly. If you got a team that's blowing the team out by 20 points, and you basically got the whole game under control, and then you let the team come back because you want to keep passing the ball instead of running the clock out, y'all gonna call for that dude's head.
Oh no, we're gonna be on
And
his
that
ass
happened
for sure.
twice.
For sure.
That happened twice to us when we played the Packers and when we played the Jaguars. And people blamed Dak Prescott. And it wasn't on Dak.
Yeah.
We
But
had the game wrapped up. He kept on wanting to throw the ball instead of running the clock out.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's the frustrating thing that we had to deal with Kellen Moore. You know, like everybody wanted to give him a pass, but we like, hey, we gotta hold him accountable. Like those are the type of games that matter. You know, we could have battled, the 49ers that year with the number 1 seed with those 2 games. Mike McCarthy wanted his revenge on the Packers. He relied on Kellen Moore to call the plays in that game. He ready to box him in the locker room after that.
But let me tell you this, Cole.
Yeah.
Like the only difference, first of all, the only difference, or not the only difference, there's a lot of difference between Kellen Moore now and Kellen Moore of the Eagles team, with Kellen Moore of the Cowboys team and Kellen Moore on the Cowboys team. You know, and that's the difference,
You gotta
bro.
see it.
Look, first of all,
Yeah,
Jalen Hurts, it has the same offense, with AJ Brown, Devontae Smith, Lane Johnson. They're all leaders right there. That's the first thing. Now, if the same thing happened last year, where they are all on pass happy, they only want to pass the ball, and it's not working, I guarantee you this time someone is gonna come out and say something. You know what I'm saying? Or even Jalen Hurts, he might even change the plays on the spot. You know what I'm saying? Which that's one thing that was really
Did
disappointed
Jalen
with
do
him
that last year?
was him not
but look, what I'm
changing the
saying
plays,
though,
especially when it wasn't working.
He
You know what I'm saying?
changed the plays on did he change the plays with Brian Johnson?
He didn't.
yeah,
That's the thing. He
we,
didn't change the plays because the
So why
coach
you think
still
he'll
wants.
change the play with Kellen?
but look, this is what I'm saying though, Cole. And one of the press conference, Kellen Moore said that him and Jalen have been discussing and basically building a relationship to where like, hey, like if I don't think this is right, I'm gonna change the play. So all we gotta do is we can't do nothing but take their word for that. But my thing is, bro, he's better than anything that we had. Anybody would have been better than what we had last year, bro. I'm telling you. Like I feel like we
I
can.
just see
Jalen
familiar
Hurts
traits
overcome
from
that.
Kellen and Brian Johnson. That's all. Like they share some of those traits. Brian Johnson wanted to stick with having Hurts be a pocket passer. Kellen Moore gonna do that too.
Now he came out with report though it was all Nick Sirianni.
They can say whatever they want.
Let me say
Look, I really believe it was true too.
Yeah, I get it. I get it.
His offense. Yep,
I understand.
I feel like Brian Johnson didn't he, even though he really was a scapegoat too last year, but at the same time,
Brian Johnson.
I feel like it was Nick Sirianni the whole time, bro. If you saw some of the press conferences, he was like, "Man, are y'all gonna change up anything?" He was like, "Bro, dead ass, blank face, no." He was like, "No, I'm not changing up anything." Like, so we know this man been stubborn the whole time. But my thing is, I feel like Kellen Moore, bro, whatever he got is better than what we had last year, bro. I feel like Jalen Hurts can overcome this shit than what we had last year, bro. Last year just was pathetic.
Like I said with Kellen, he probably matured. You may be right. You may be right. He may be different than the Cowboys, Kellen Moore, than the Eagles. But I'll say this. Whenever I had these conversations with Charger fans last year, they was telling me the same thing. They was like, well, he ain't the same. He'll do. He ain't dealing with a Dak Prescott. He got Justin Herbert to work with. We gonna be good.
Let's put it this. Look, Justin Herbert was hurt. And Keenan Allen was hurt for most of the season too. Keenan Allen and Michael Williams, which is their wide receiver.
I get it, but still, whenever it were games, I'm talking about some games when everybody was healthy, when injuries wasn't going. He was doing the same thing. Whenever they play, the Titans. It was early in the season. They went to overtime. They got the ball. Kellen messed it up. His play call messed it up. He was calling some of the craziest plays, and they could have won that game. Yeah. All I'm just saying is, he got some traits still. Like it's just some traits, but he may, like I said, he might mature. So I'll give y'all that.
We've been running a lot of
RPO plays. Go ahead, Quentin.
Now I was saying we've been running the practice in the RPO with him and Saquon. I feel like he's gonna utilize them a lot. Like I ain't gonna say he's gonna be the key to our offense. He just, like you said, he don't need to just do enough to where you not their issue or why we lose. If you just give us something decent to where it don't look like last year, bro. And I feel like we'll be all right. And then, but like I said, it's still on this defense, man. It's still questionable. Even though we got a lot of guys, it's still up in the air. We don't know what we about to get in this defense.
Cole, let me put this in perspective for you, okay? Look, with Jalen Hurts and all of them. We were dead last in third downs on defense, okay? Our defense was so bad, we were bottom, I think it was bottom 3 or bottom 4 on defense. I think it was like 28 or 29 on defense, okay?
Yeah.
So most of the game, Jalen Hurts, he came back from 10 plus points deficit 6 times. He tied the record last year, okay? Him and the offense. But even though with that, after that 49ers game, that was it. Whenever the 49ers came to the Eagles' house and they pretty much punked them, that starting by whenever they surrounded James Bradbury and punked James Bradbury, at our own place, that was it. That was it. Everybody was like pretty much quit. They quit on the coaches, and the effort wasn't there no more. They're like, yo, they keep doing the same thing. They keep calling the same plays, and it's just not working. So they knew they're not gonna go nowhere with that with the play caller and with Brian Johnson and with Nick Sirianni.
Yeah.
The Seahawks game confirmed it for me. I knew it was over after the 49ers game, but watching that Seahawks
Seahawks game was horrible, man.
I said this, we're not the same, bro. There's no way. I said, I knew right then and there. I said
it's hard to win in Seattle too, but y'all should have won.
I know my team, bro. I said we're not winning the playoff game this year, and I stuck with that for the rest of the season. I said we're not going to win the playoff game. And what happened?
I mean, whenever you have Drew Lock passing for over 300 yards on you, there's a problem, man. There is a problem.
Yeah, it was terrible on y'all end for that, for sure, man. But we'll see. You know what I'm saying? I'm hearing great. If y'all love Kellen, I love it too.
I ain't say I love it. I'm just saying I'm happy to have.
Like I gotta see how it is. I
somebody.
mean, Kellen got a lot of weapons to work with, so that the talent is good. The talent is good. So I'll say with y'all talent, the results could be different than what he had going on, and with the Chargers. I'll give y'all that. You know, we'll see. But we had talent too.
Yeah,
We had talent too, man.
So what do you think you're gonna be?
be?
What do you think you guys gonna depend more this year? You think it's gonna be more on the offense, or you think it's gonna be more on the defense?
Right now, it's hard to tell right now. It's too early. It's way too early. I gotta see how the team is when everybody account when CD Lamb's out there competing against. You know, when we got all our guys on offense and defense going at it. It's kind of hard for me to evaluate that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Who y'all
Maybe when I see them in pads, you know, but it's kind of hard.
Who y'all doing a joint practice with this year?
We're gonna go at it with the Rams.
Oh shit! Yeah.
We usually always do with the. It's gonna be different this year because Aaron Donald ain't there trying to start fights. So, he always start a fight. Like every time we play him out there, like he always trying to start.
Cool cat in the building. What's up, man? Appreciate you.
What's up, cool cat?
Good.
He said Cowboys defensive end Sam Williams is feared to have torn his ACL in practice. Oh man, that's tough.
Speedy recovery for him, man. Speedy, that's.
I hate injuries.
That fucking sucks.
Yeah, it sucks, man. I hate it for him because, like I said, this was his year. You know, he really, he was one of Dan Quinn's guys, and he was the type of guy that really just never showed up that much. You know, we wanted to see, like, he made a lot of mistakes, a lot of bonehead mistakes. I called him Randy Gregory 2.0 because Randy Gregory had those crazy, stupid penalties. And he did the same thing. It was good, cool cat. And I was like, you know what? He got to really show up this year with him being under Zimmer, you know, because Zimmer, if you ain't showing him nothing, Zimmer gonna shut you out. Yeah. So yeah, hopefully maybe he I hope it ain't an ACL there, but if it is, that's so.
I mean, I know you guys had high hopes for him too this year, man. Like a lot of the Cowboys fans, they were like really like high on Sam Williams this year, man.
Yeah, I wanted him to show out this year, but I say this: he wasn't the end all be all. Now we need defensive. We need somebody to come in, somebody else. But I want to see what, like I said, what Nealon gonna do. You know, he's a good run stopper. He's one of the. If I'm not mistaken, he's graded the highest in that draft class when it comes to pressure. So we got to see what he's gonna do. You know, the young guys got to go out there and play.
Yeah, I wanted to ask you about your linebacker core. I mean, I know y'all got Michael Parsons, but I wanted to ask y'all about the guy that y'all draft. What's his name? I think he was wearing like number 53 or something. Yeah, give me some info.
I haven't seen much on him. I heard some good things about him. I just haven't seen it. You know, they throw out those clips, and I probably just overlooked it. I've seen a lot from Eric Kendrick. Eric Kendrick has been balling out. He actually got an interception today. And he's very important to this defense. With us moving on to Zimmer's playbook, with him being there, you know, he was Zimmer's guy back in Minnesota. So with him, he basically the leader of the defense, teaching everybody what to do. So he's stepping up. He's doing great. You know, a lot of people probably say he's washed. You know, he's up there in age, but he's still showing some good work, man. He'll be a good leader for our young linebackers. He also got Overshown from Texas. He had tore his ACL last year in preseason, so this will be his real rookie season coming out with his team this year playing. We're not gonna have Marquise Bell playing linebacker, so that's good. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we got some linebackers, man. We got some linebackers. Micah is playing off-ball linebacker. They moving him to off-ball linebacker, so that's good. I'm looking forward to seeing that. That's something I've been banging on the table for. That's something he wanted to do. He wanted to be off. He wanted to play off-ball linebacker. So this is a good opportunity to see that work in Zimmer's system.
Yeah, I can definitely agree with that. I feel like y'all probably got more depth at linebacker than this. Like that's just like I said, that's still a big question mark for me. Like without our linebackers and without defensive line too, because
Yeah, we
only
need to
really
do
defensive
linemen.
player we got is Sweat. Like, Sweat, we know Sweat can give you consistent sacks, but with Bryce Huff, I mean he's good, but I feel like we
Yeah,
really messed up by not signing Hassan Reddick back. So I'm
I
still
feel like
thinking
with Reddick,
yeah, what
I
you
feel
say?
like with Reddick, he probably would have gave y'all some problems in the offseason, man. That's probably
Yeah,
why
yeah. I'm saying if we would
Howard
have paid
didn't
him,
sign
I'm
him.
saying if we would have paid him, like
You think
we
so?
should have paid him.
But that's the thing, Coach. That's the thing, man. We have 20. I think we have 26 or 27 mil in cap space this year. Okay,
Yeah.
still. Okay, we signed Huff for 17 mil. Okay, we were supposed to pay on Hassan Reddick for I think he was due. I think like 14 or 15 mil this year. Okay, why not
No,
sign
it
him
was
another?
no
Deal,
guarantee money.
give him
Yeah,
like
no
20. He
guarantee
would have
money.
taken 22. He would have taken 22 to stay on the Eagle, another 3-year deal. You know what I'm saying? That's
Yeah,
only
no
that's
guarantee.
only five more mil than what we're paying
I wonder if he
paying
regret.
for an elite pass rusher. You know what I'm saying?
I wonder if he would have. I wonder if he regrets that now of not just working things out with the Eagles, or was Howie just done?
My thing is, yeah, and that too. I feel like did we even offer him anything? Like I don't think we even offered him anything.
I
To be
think
honest.
Stu need to clean his ears. I didn't say that he was the leader of the defense. I said that he knows the defense, so he's leading the team to learn Zimmer's defense. I didn't say he was not. He was the leader of the defense.
Yeah, he was.
He's the only guy on the team that was with Mike Zimmer, so he knows his defense. That's what I was saying. I didn't say he's the leader of the defense.
Yeah, man, but yeah, that's how I feel about our. I feel like we got some. I feel like Devin White definitely gonna show out, but I don't
Let's
know. I
see,
don't know
man.
about Zach Bond.
He been looking mid the past couple of years, man. We got to see if he gonna rejuvenate himself, get back
Man, I'm
into it.
hoping. Hoping.
I
If he
like
could
Devin
just be,
White. I wanted us to.
yeah, if he could just give us 70% of 60% of him, we straight. But I think we should still go. We need to re-sign Cunningham, man. We need because I'm not
Zach
sure
Cunningham.
with the linebacker core, dog.
Yeah,
That's
that
the
kind
linebacker.
I'm with that too.
I mean, this dude talking about. I said he was a leader. I said he's leading the defense to the new playbook. Okay, now you understand what I meant, Stu. Don't get me started.
But yeah, I'm the same.
Don't
I'm the same
argue.
with Quaddy on as well. Like our linebacker core, man. That's our big question mark right now. You know what I'm saying?
What about the Kobe Dean?
No,
Look, man. He's always hurt. First of all, he's always
y'all
hurt.
don't get me
And
started.
second of all,
I
on camp so far, he hasn't been showing
No,
out.
I swear I wasn't joking.
I have no. I'm sorry.
I saw that they said the Kobe Dean was looking pretty good in camp.
He's looking all right. Like who's really looking better than him is actually Zach Bond. You know the guy that we got from I think it's from the Saints.
Yeah.
You know he was also a 3rd-round pick as well. You know, so the way he's looking right now, it looks like actually it's gonna be Devin White and Zach Bond that's gonna be starting the linebacker. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm high on Trotter as well, but he's still a rookie.
Yeah.
You know, so
How's he? He okay? Trotter.
Trotter, he just had cramps. I feel like he's better. I think he already better than N'Kobe Dean, because he's been getting he's the only rookie that got besides Quinyon Mitchell, that got first reps as a starter. So I feel like he's gunning for that position. I feel like if we do give him a shot, he's not gonna look back. But I was never high on N'Kobe Dean like coming out the draft. Like I wonder what's the guy that he plays for the He plays for the Jaguars. The Jaguars, it was the linebacker. He went first round. I wanted him. He played for Utah. I forgot his name, but he's with the Jaguars. But I wanted that linebacker. I wasn't high on the Kobe Dean, but I mean, it is what it is. And Candy says she's concerned about the safety room. I just don't want Reed Blankenship to start. Like I like Reed Blankenship, but
What about I thought that what's his name was gonna fill in at safety.
James
CJ
Bradbury?
Stroud,
Bradbury, yeah. I thought.
Yeah, he's gonna be on second team,
absolutely
bro.
not. Absolutely not. Come on, man.
Oh, he in the second team.
Yeah, he ain't getting no damn tick back there.
What about CJ Gardner Johnson? Y'all got him on safety too, right?
Yeah, he's starting, but we got Sidney Brown, bro. That's who I really wanted to start.
Yeah,
He's on
Sidney
the pup list right now. I feel like he's better than Reed Blankenship, and I feel like he's just like CJ Gunnar Johnson. They got that dog mentality. Blankenship is good, don't get me wrong, but I just feel like with Sidney Brown, he brings more to the defense, man. That's his attitude.
Sidney Brown was good.
So once I feel like if he could if he doesn't practice in training camp, I think dealing that he's been on the pup list, he'll have to miss like 5 games of the season. So I'm hoping that he can return back.
Facts. And I think he will too. But the thing is, like, look, man, I'm okay with Reed Blankenship right now, especially since under like 2 years ago, whenever we did have CJ Gardner Johnson as well. Reed Blankenship, he had his best season with the Eagles was then as well. So now that we have CJ Gardner Johnson back on the safeties, I think Reed Blankenship is gonna go back to that 2022 season. Plus, we have a better scheme or a better defensive coordinator that can call a better scheme than what we had before as well.
Yeah.
And he said Devin Lloyd. Philly said Devin Lloyd. That's who you're talking about?
Yeah. On him. Yes. Definitely.
Yeah, but we have 18 people in the chat, man. I appreciate all you guys. Make sure you press the like button. Make sure you subscribe to all the channels, Cole's channels on the link on the description below as well. Did we hit everything or are we missing anything, Quasi?
I think we hit on everything, man. I appreciate you for tuning in, Cole. The guys.
Appreciate you having me on, man.
Yeah, but they had some other stuff coming up, so they couldn't make it. But yeah, man, I'm gonna say this hot take, man. I'm gonna say this about your Cowboys. I really feel like y'all should tank, in my opinion. But I feel like y'all would either go 10-7 or 9-8. I'm gonna say that. Y'all
that's
at least but I'm really leaning on 9-8. And y'all sneaking in the playoffs, but I don't think y'all gonna do nothing, like you said.
Yo, before we go, Cole, do you actually have any possibility that you actually beat tanking this season?
Nah, us as Cowboy Nation, we don't. The Cowboys don't tank. Jerry not going to tank. He's not going to tank. It's been situations that I thought we would, and we didn't. It's been situations where I thought we were going to have a bad season, and we win 12 games. That's not them. They're gonna win games. We got the talent to win games, and that's not Jerry's style. He want to win. He want to win his weird way. That's all.
And any final thoughts before we get out of here?
Nah, man. But yeah, man. Appreciate y'all, boys. Thank you again. Appreciate you, Cole, for tuning
Appreciate
in.
you, man. Thanks for having me on.
So we definitely gonna tap in again when the season starts, especially when we play y'all. So hey, appreciate you. Y'all make sure y'all go sub Cole's Cowboys, man. Hey,
appreciate
he hold it down for the Cowboys. Hey, he one that I can actually talk to him. All them other everybody else. No, I'm just playing. I like Boss Cowboy and I like BG.
Keystone. You can talk Keystone as well.
Yeah, Keystone, my guy.
Yeah,
that's my guy.
For sure.
Yeah, we appreciate you coming through as well, bro.
Appreciate you, man.
You already know what time.
All right.
Duck out.